Hello, everybody, and welcome to Leeds Statham. Hope everybody's doing well. I am absolutely livid, absolutely pissed off with everything today. We've been waiting all day for news about Leeds United going in. Transfer deadline day. In the whole of the January, the only player we brought in is Barrow Martin. He's a lone player. We spent zero money. We're 6 points clear of relegation. We've got injuries. We haven't addressed the injuries. It's poor. It's poor recruitment from Leeds United. They've had from summer to now till first of January to work out a plan A, plan B, plan C, and plan D. And I said to, I think it was Danny Rumsey who messaged Lee on one of his videos we did. And I said to Danny, we were about Stan Larson, missing out on Stan Larson. And I said to Danny, I hope we've got a plan B, C, and D. And we haven't. We clearly haven't. We're clearly relaxed. The board are relaxed. They don't want to spend any money. So everyone who thought that we're getting to Premier League and these owners will spend money, um, uh, it's BS. It's absolute BS. Honest to God, I'm annoyed. And before anyone says, "Oh, we've got to think about PSR," we had the money to go for Strand Larson. We should have had a plan B, C, and D, and we didn't. We really didn't. Yes, I'm just, I'm just livid because we've waited all. People have waited all day for information, right? I didn't. I went out. Me, my wife, and Lee went out. We went to town. Lee was still checking his phone though, like everybody else does. At that age. And he said to me, he says, "Dad, we're going to sign anybody?" I said, "No." But even Lee said that we weren't going to sign anybody in the video we did the other day. I asked Lee if he thinks we're going to sign anybody, and he went, "No. He don't think we're going to do any more business," and that's Lee. It's just BS. You know what I mean? It's we. I don't even know where to. I don't even know what to say because I can't say anything because we've signed absolutely nobody. As a permanent signing, we haven't now. People can't say, "Oh, there weren't any players available." Of course there were. Of course there were. There's always players available, especially in Europe. Italy, they need money. You could have gone to, I'm not saying that the Italian leagues, all that, but, there must have been gems, hidden gems found in Italy. That's why we have scouting departments for, everyone gets a blame, everybody. And I'm sorry, but I stuck up for Daniel Farke the other day. I says, my opinions on him have changed. Now, if it is true that Daniel Farke is also one of the main people to be involved with the transfer window, if we get relegated, he has to live and die by that sword. You know what I mean? We're 6 points clear from West Ham. That's all we are. So, we our hearts were in his mouth at half time when West Ham were 2-0 up over Chelsea. Luckily, Chelsea did business for us. You know what I mean? And it's Nottingham Forest went down to 10 men against Crystal Palace. Played a full half, second half with 10 men, fighting for everything. Managed to get a point. It's things like that. What's why I think we needed to strengthen the squad. I really did. He clearly don't trust Perot. So what we gonna, So what we're saying, then we've just got Calvert Lewin to rely on. Do you know what I mean? It's a danger. It's it's scary. It's really scary, and I just don't know where we go from here. I just hope that the board and Thacker knows exactly what they're doing, and that they aren't gambling because if they're gambling, the odds are short. In favour of getting relegated if West Ham get their act together and they've brought in some players again. I think is it that George no, Sassi from Chelsea. He's having a medical as we speak at West Ham. He's a defender who they need. These clubs they've brought in the two strikers at 50 million at start at January transfer window. New Nottingham Forest are doing business. And we're just static. It's so annoying. And I don't want to swear because it's only, this is Lee's channel, but it's really, really annoying. Absolutely, really. It's sad. It's so bloody sad. It's sad to see. You know what I mean? You've got. We're not, I know we're not competing with Chelsea, but with Liverpool and stuff. But they've just gone and got like Jeremy Jurskine or whatever it's called, from Rennes. He's going to be loaned back to Rennes till end of the season. He's a summer signing, but they've done it early. They saw an opportunity and took it. We don't do anything, and that's what's annoying me. The point is that they saw an opportunity, then they took it. We don't see we obviously don't even see an opportunity because we had to, it's it's oh God, I don't know, but I tell you something. If we get relegated, us, there's only an handful of people to blame, and that's the board and Farker. Anyway, gonna leave it there. Um, yeah, let us know what you think, guys. How pissed off are you about not signing any players? Do you think the Bond know what they're doing? Do you think Daniel Farker's happy? We know more signings coming in. I can't imagine he is. Because what manager in the right mind turn down players? Especially these if we could get decent players into the squad to help. I know he wants a small squad, and I get it. But boy, oh boy, it's a big gamble, and it's an off. It's sad. It's so sad to see a newly promoted side not strengthening in January. Anyway, going to leave it there. Thank you for watching this edition of Lee Statham. Until next time, guys. Have a great day. See you all soon. Bye bye.